to Positivity with me, Danielle. Okay, today on Positivity, I want to talk about negativity. Now, the reason why I want to talk about negativity is because a lot of people think when I say there's so much negativity in the world that I want to do something positive, that I'm trying to be the most positive person ever, and that I'm saying I'm Mrs. Perfect, which is far, far from what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is we live in a world now where people are rewarded and they're glorified for being negative and saying disrespectful, ignorant stuff to people. I mean, about babies, about people going through abuse, about people with drug habits, about people with all types of sicknesses and mental disorders. And they're laughing and they're, oh, hey, this person said that, and it's not cool. I just think I want to make somewhere where people can come and feel like they have a safe haven, somewhere where they can really talk, even if I don't put their... Of course, if you write me a message, other people can see it if you write it on my YouTube. But you can always DM me. You can always send me a private message, and I won't put you out there if you don't want to be put out there. I won't interview you or get a video or any of that stuff. If you want it to be private, I will keep it private. I'm not going to gossip about you. That defeats the whole purpose of my show. Now, I haven't had a lot of people come up, so my shows have been here and there somewhat about what I want to talk about, and then little stuff that I was asked about, like hair routines and stuff like that. But sometimes, people do talk about certain things, and I just keep it to myself what's talked about, but I'll bring it up in my show without putting a person on blast. And I feel like we should be able to do that. I really just don't understand how somebody can look at somebody's baby, celebrity or not, and be like, oh, they got so much money, who cares? And just say stuff like, girl, your baby's ugly, I hope your baby die. Or someone can get abused, and because they got money, they'll say, oh, well, they'll get over it, or you stay for the money, or whatever. Like, somebody going through something like that, you should have some kind of compassion for that person regardless, because they're going through something. Not everybody's situation is the same where they could just up and leave. Not everybody's situation is the same where they feel like they have another way out. Every person is different. So that's sort of why I want to make this show, to give people other options and talk to other people and see that other people go through what they go through also. So they feel like they're not alone, because they're not. And then the negativity as us towards each other as women is crazy too. Like, I feel like regardless if you're fat, you're skinny, you got a belly, you don't got a butt, you do got a big butt, you got big eyes, whatever the situation is, we should try to empower each other all the time. And the reason why I feel like this is because we have enough people out here in this world trying to put us down and telling us that we're not worth it and we can't do something, or that we're not good enough. So at the end of the day, I feel like we should at least be able to empower each other. Like, hey, I did this, or I did that, or I believe you can do this, or maybe you can do this and fix your situation. Oh, your eyebrows a mess, do this. Your hair, I don't like that, try this. Just trying to be nice and empower people in a positive way without being like, oh, girl, you look a mess, and talking crap about each other, because there's already enough of that going on. From guys that think, there's men in this world that think that we're not equal to them as women. So just there, we need to help. Then I feel like also everyone is a minority, whether it's female, male, whether it's young mom, old mom, whether it's white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever, mixed, whatever. Everybody is being put into different types of groups. And I feel like the only way we're ever going to come out of that group is if we start looking at each other as equals. Now, I know that can't be done just from my show or period. I know a lot of people will never look at other people as their equal, but there's people out here where I'm mixed and they still don't look at me as I'm African American. So at the end of the day, you got some people that say, oh, but you ain't full black. But then you got other people say, you sure as hell ain't white. Then you got other people, oh, you ain't Spanish. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so what am I? It's like people try to categorize you and don't even notice that they're being racist also. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't touch every issue, then it's like, oh, you're not being true to yourself. That's not fair. I just feel like there's so much stuff we can help each other with. If I use a product and it doesn't work and I see that you're trying to use that product, I'll say, hey, it didn't work for me, but, everybody's is different, but if you want to use it, whatever. But I'm not going to promote something that I know didn't work for me just because I can promote it, or it will look good for me to promote it if I know that didn't work. Or I'm not going to lie to you about what I use because I don't want you to be skinny, because I don't want you to look as good as me. I feel like a lot of females find each other in competition where they're like, oh, well, I'm going to tell them I use this and that really ain't work. And then they going to go use that and then they're going to be messed up, or they're going to use this makeup or this hair product or this weave or this, go to this shop. And it's like we setting each other up for failure. See, I'm the type of person where I can truly love and care for someone, but I know that they're interfering with my peace, and I can give that person their space and respect that person. I don't gotta talk about that person a negative way and just move on, because I know that I am at a point in my life where my happiness is very important to me. My kids and my happiness, and of course always your money, is very important to me. And I'm just at that point where everything is not worth talking about. Everything is not worth commenting on. Some things you just gotta let be. No matter how much it can eat you up inside, it's like, hey, I'm gonna just leave it be and be peaceful and just move on and be happy. And I just feel like people need to get there. You don't always have to say something. If you don't have nothing nice to say, like your mom used to tell you a long time ago, just don't say nothing at all. I just really wish we would get to a point where, like I said, we would stop embracing negativity, that the ignorance that people show just to get attention, because at the end of the day, they have fake pages and everything else, obviously, because they don't want the backlash that comes with it. But they still get embraced for saying or doing whatever they do. So I just want my page to be somewhere where people can come and talk, and they just don't have to be judged. Somebody can't just comment back. And if somebody write an ignorant comment, I could just delete it. And a person doesn't have to feel uncomfortable. I want them to feel safe and be able to maybe learn some new things and just be able to talk and listen. And I just want it to be some positive vibes. I want us to be able to sort of stick together and work together. I want to be able to tell y'all about jobs and stuff that I know that's going on and try to help other people. I just really want it to be positive. Okay, so I'm back, and that was how I felt. Now I want to show you some videos that are on YouTube and the internet about how other people see social media and the stress and anxiety going on in the world. I'm sorry about like the fresh face and the hair and the towel, but I'm so determined to try to get this show out on time that I actually wasn't really concerned about all that, and I just want to make sure I make my viewers happy. So I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Harriet, and today I'm gonna talk about social media advantages and disadvantages. Society is surrounded by mobile devices and interactive social networking sites such as Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Those have made social media a vital aspect of people's lives. The effect of social networking are twofold. Number 1. Staying in touch. Today, we're just one click away from communicating with anyone, anywhere. Number 2. Technical skills. Spending time online is essential for people to pick up the social and technical skills. Number 3. Communicating and making friends. People communicate and interact more than ever. Social networks actually make people more relationship-oriented and considerate. However, there isn't good without bad. Number 1. Damages personal relationships. The majority go online not for something necessary, and it also decreases productivity. Number 2. Cyberbullying. Social media sites can also be used to hurt other people. Number 3. Spelling and grammar. People are more inclined to use the same kind of abbreviation and slang. It's clear that social networks have become part of people's lives, but if they're wise and rational, it's absolutely beneficial. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Strange dangers of falling in love with someone is how we may respond the day they start to love us back. Some of the reason we fall in love with people is because we long to escape from ourselves into the embrace of a person who appears as beautiful, perfect, and accomplished as we
So for today's in Philly, I have to talk about my Halloween event that I'm hosting at Nightmares in North Philly, which is 2428 North Fairhill Street, I believe. I'll have a flyer up after here. It's also on my social media. It's free for ladies until 10:30, open bar till 11 for everyone. The free for ladies till 10:30 is with costume. They also have $5 to $10 platters and a $500 costume contest. So come by, stop by, let me know, and I'll look for you. See you later. Today's word of advice is you have to first love yourself before you can love anyone else. So please love yourself and everything about you so you can share it with everyone else. Say thanks for watching.